So, having a daughter, having a wife, having a mother, and things of that nature, what she believes in when it comes to women's rights, when it comes to the future, with my kids and where I see our country should be. I feel like that endorsement is only right. It is. Come on, you guys know me. I'm damn sure won't go the other way.
But it's the Nike. It's the Nike.
I can see why Brian feels that way anyway, though.
Can't vote for Trump. That's crazy.
He got on that nigga ass.
Who got on his ass?
It's a lot of
Trump got on his ass. He just, he feels like he can attack this brand. So it's just like F him at this point. That's how he feels. It's just over with for him.
But let's be real. That's all he ever had to do in his life to get rich.
He could have, hit the,
He said so all I'm good for is dribbling. He just had a meltdown. The typical liberal meltdown. You told him to shut up and dribble.
Well, Brian, you messed me up, bro. You shouldn't put the illegals with the black people in Selma.
Yeah,
bro.
I didn't.
Bro, you don't know how bad
that was too far.
That was so insane.
I guarantee you he didn't post that, brother.
He did. He definitely did.
Somebody just sent him the video.
Made that. It's off his account. He posted.
He should have watched it first. Hey, Brian, did you watch the video?
You don't know what's going on, bro.
Bro, he's a grown man. He's 39 years old. He knows what's going on.
He knows what's going on. Man, he is in the playbook trying to see he's trying to see the next scheme.
If you compare illegal immigrants to Jim Crow and African Americans, you're an idiot.
That was civil rights African Americans.
It's no way he's seen that video and posted that, bro. It's no way.
Selma bus
He never watched
He got that in his inbox. They said, hey, this is on the assignment list for you to post today, LeBron. He said, do.
And money. We're going to send that money straight to your invoice,
Hi, you guys. Hi, Avengers.
Hey, Scarlett.
Jumping on the call.
Whoa. I think you mean assembling. I said assembling. Don, that's pretty good. No, that was funny.
Scarlett, it is our pleasure to come together. And
was that Tony Stark?
Yeah,
yes,
but it's all the Avengers. This Hulk, this is Tony. That's Black Widow. I don't know who that black girl is.
I just made me mad. You paused the video.
I'm sorry, but I didn't know him. I ain't gonna lie. I only knew him and
Mark Ruffalo.
You don't know her?
Hi, Avengers.
Hey, Scarlett.
Black lady. Who was her?
I don't know who she is.
I don't know who she is either. Okay, Captain America.
Chris Hemsworth.
Who is he?
Who's Paul?
I don't know who Paul is.
Maybe he's a director.
But I know who Chris, and I know Don, and
Mark,
I know Robert, I know Mark, I know
Hulk.
Scarlett. I know them.
Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the Hulk.
I don't know who Paul is.
Hollywood.
Me either. I'm about to find
Hollywood.
Well,
Marvel's movies, they changed a lot.
Clear agenda.
They changed a lot.
You see Thor on here.
Wow.
You see Thor on here. Do you know the dude who Thor? He said he's sick of that shit. He can't do it no more.
Who did Don play?
He's always he's like the soldier dude. Remember in Iron Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what was his
Paul is Jarvis.
He got in the Iron Man suit.
Paul is Jarvis.
Let me see.
You know when Iron Man be like, "Hey Jarvis,"
that's
he's
the
Jarvis.
voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, but what's Don's character again? You don't
He's,
remember Iron Man 1?
Iron Man's
I do
sidekick.
remember that. I do remember
He's
that.
Iron Man's sidekick.
Yeah, he was wearing a silver suit.
He's wearing another suit. Yeah. But what is the suit called? It's like
I don't
black.
know if he has a name.
Black. Is it?
I thought it was silver.
I don't know what
I thought it was all
is.
silver. Wasn't
Who knows? Yeah, let's see them. Let's see them.
It's called. Oh, he's the Gray Iron Man, the War Machine.
Yeah,
War Machine. That's what it was. Yeah.
The silver moon.
Hollywood. Hey,
I like Don.
that's why I
Cheadle,
said Nike, Hollywood, LeBron. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, it does.
Hi, you guys. Hi, Avengers.
Hey, Scarlett.
Jumping on the call.
Whoa. I think you mean assembling. I said assembling. Don, that's pretty good. No, that was funny.
Scarlett, it is our pleasure to come together and to get the vote out this election. Come on.
Yeah, how can we be of service?
Well, how about we start with what our voting plans are going to be, who we're going to bring to the polls with us, that sort of thing. Just
I think Kamala Harris needs a catchphrase.
Ooh, yes. Definitely a catchphrase.
How about this? I'm just off the top of my head. I can do this all.
That's the bald girl from Black Panther.
Hell yeah, that is.
I didn't even recognize her with hair. She looks completely different.
Everybody looks different.
She looks completely different.
Wow.
Who we're going to bring to the polls with us, that sort of thing. Just
I think Kamala Harris needs a catchphrase.
Ooh, yes.
what's crazy? He went to
Definitely
jail
a
for trapping
catchphrase.
drugs.
How about this? I'm just off the top of my head. I can do this all day.
Shut up. I hate it.
Okay. I mean, it's original, but
What about something punchier like,
ooh, Boom. You looking for this?
Iron Man 2, everybody loved it.
Okay, again, I think we're just trying to get out the vote.
Kamala forever.
That's better.
Okay, how about I'm down with democracy? It's just clean, it's simple.
and dry.
Okay, I like that.
It's hard to argue with that.
Kamala Harris down with democracy.
Oh, yeah. I'm Kamala Harris, and I say down with democracy.
I don't know if that sounds the way we want it to sound, though.
I think we just need, can we get some production though?
Jarvis? My name's not Jarvis, but whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is very
Down
scripted.
democracy.
Down with democracy.
Is that what we mean, though?
Yeah, together we're gonna tear down democracy.
Will you stop playing heroic music under yourselves?
I'm Kamala Harris, and I am down with democracy. Did I sound enough like her on that one?
That was great. How many Golden Globes have you been nominated for? I'm just curious.
Yes! All right, that was awesome.
Corny. Do you know how much they probably pay for that shit?
$1 million each.
Corny.
They got $1 billion.
Wow.
They got $1 billion to pay for endorsements.
Send
They're
that
playing
money
with
through
us.
the
Every
invoice.
endorsement has been bought. I refuse to believe otherwise. You got every famous rich person
Everyone.
that does stuff for money in movies. Some of these dudes will play gay people for money. You think they won't pay for a political endorsement for money? Yeah, all right.
Not a Muslim endorsement. Not a presidential Teamster endorsement.
Like I understand
border
I understand the fact that like they're Americans and their endorsement does mean something, but they're also rich and are deeply disconnected from the lives of the average American. So them telling us to vote a certain way and be a certain way, it's just kind of lost on me because like if the economy goes bad, the things that will affect the everyday American would never affect you. Would never affect you ever. Didn't liberals come up with the term "eat the rich"? So now all the rich people endorsements is supposed to be some sort of huge win. Liberals, their logic flip flops because they hate billionaires, they hate the rich, they hate that people live in this tax bracket because no one deserves that amount of money. They should pay all these taxes to fix. And now all of a sudden that they are endorsing your political candidate and advancing an agenda that you like, it's a good thing.
So you would do anything for like all the illegals and stuff?
I think we have to be fair.
Guys, this is great. I think we found a new home for you guys.
What guys?
There you go.
She said, what is that?
Yeah.
I don't understand what this is all about.
The immigration. They're gonna move into your house.
They are not.
What do you mean? You just said you wanted to support everyone though.
Okay, that I don't.
No, they're
Guys,
not
we
violent.
got a
They're
new
not
house.
violent. They're good. They're
Oh no,
like
hop
class.
it! Like just like you guys did before. Can they stay for dinner? Wait. Well, we have your signature. You guys got to drive back down south.
Back to Home Depot.
So you would do.
Back to Home Depot was crazy.
That was hilarious, bro.
That was funny.
They crazy. Bro, why does Kyle play the character like
He
that, bro?
stays in character
Like,
better than
look at his posture right here, bro.
So you would do anything for like all the illegals
I think
and
we
stuff.
have to be fair.
Guys, this is great. I think we found a new home for you guys.
He looks so
They got a
serious.
They got a bus and all.
But
But
that's
that's
crazy
crazy when somebody actually do that. It's a problem now. It's a great example.
I will ask the question that I think is a fair question to ask. Who raised these people?
Yeah.
Because they were not raised by anybody in my neighborhoods that I grew up, any middle-class neighborhoods that I grew up in.
I grew up in a middle-class
These people
neighborhood.
were not there. They were not raised. I mean, they weren't in the class.
Just for the what's at the bottom. Divisive message. But then he says this.
That's it.
Would that be considered a divisive message?
That's extremely
Who raised
divisive.
y'all because you vote different?
But
But then you
really
put a
interesting.
divisive message. That's
You know,
isn't that is
it's
that
very
the cat calling
interesting,
the,
you know?
the pot? What is it again?
The cat-
the
the
kettle
the-
calling the pot
The
black.
pot calling the kettle black.
Shit, I don't know.
No, that was very interesting though. The fact
Hypocrisy.
that they said like they weren't raised in a middle class neighborhood. I was raised in a middle class neighborhood with two parents at home.
Like
two
so
college educated
half of
parents
America
at
was
home.
raised wrong now.
Yeah, see, the media,
'Cause they don't agree
the
with
media, the media fans the flames of division more than anyone. And I saw a thing today, the graph that shows people's trust in the legacy media on the Republican side is the lowest it's ever been. And people were saying the more educated you are, the more you'll trust the media because it says Democrats trust the media more and more educated people are Democrats. But if more teachers in academia push liberal ideologies, that would just make sense. You've been indoctrinated. I mean, it's a pretty simple concept there.
I think is a fair question to ask. Who raised these people?
Yeah.
Because they were not raised by anybody in my neighborhoods that I grew up, any middle-class neighborhoods that I grew up in. These people were not there. They were not raised. I mean, they weren't in the classes I went to growing up. in elementary or middle or high school or college. They just weren't there. That wasn't the America I grew up in, where people would laugh at the idea of people of press getting shot. Like everybody would like sit around and like, what's he talking about? Or again, the
laughing at the Puerto Rican
other
joke.
things, laughing at the Puerto Rican joke.
My God.
That Puerto Ricans are a pile of trash.
No one
are
laughed.
laughing at a 82, 83-year-old man being bludgeoned nearly to death. That's an applause line. That's a laugh line. Again, who are these people? Where are they coming from? And who raised them? And how did Donald Trump twist their point of view so much in 9 years?
You heard what the Muslims
that the brutalization of an 83-year-old man is something to laugh about, or the shooting of press members is an applause line.
Yeah, laughs and cheers when Trump suggested the press should be shot. And my friend, the legendary photographer at the AP, Evan Vucci, who's traveling with the Trump campaign here, says that as each rally goes on, particularly last night in Georgia, the threats from the crowd to the press, they're there in the arena, only growing.
That is a lie.
They're really
That is a
concerned there about the
complete
security
and utter
situation.
lie.
And
that is a fucking lie.
We
were there.
Y'all heard?
We were in the press section.
Literally.
we
literally
sat
had
in
press
the press
passes.
section at the New York rally.
Wow.
And we didn't hear nothing like that.
That is a complete freaking
So,
lie.
They were talking about the New
debunked.
York rally?
No, they're talking about the Atlanta rally, but they
They're
said
talking about
each rally.
progressively.
We've been to
So that was the one before the last one. So pretty sure he's got to be talking about that one as well.
We've been to multiple rallies at this point, and we've had press passes at all of them, and never once has the press been a threat at any rally. That is a lie. That is bullshit. They made that up. They're fanning the flames of division, and they're fanning the flames of civil unrest in the country.
He cooks their ass though, and the crowd be booing their ass. But it's
They're talking about the MSN legacy media.
Yeah, that's what he be
No,
cooking.
he's
that.
talking about the media, like people that's at the shows with
The press.
recording press.
Okay.
With the cameras.
Talking about there's threats at them. That's bullshit. That's a lie. They're lying. See,
You
and they-
sat there. We were.
How did
we were
America
actually
get
in
so
the seats
divided?
closest to the crowd in the press section as well.
You know what's crazy? You wouldn't even know who's a part of which company because they don't really wear.
There's not. Yeah.
There's
We
conservative
didn't see
companies
that,
there
yeah.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
It gave me a chance to tie the Republicans running in these seats, the incumbents, closer to Donald Trump and remind everybody if you're voting for these Republicans in New York, you are voting for someone who supports Donald Trump, and you're anti-woman, you're anti-abortion, and basically you're anti-American because you have just trashed American values and what our country is all about over and over and over.
isn't Kamala trying to take the Second Amendment?
She says she's not, bro. So you can't say
Nah,
that.
bro, nah. I think I seen a clip today. She was talking about guns.
She said that old clip, but then she turned around and said she's not member because she said she's a gun owner. That's one of her flip flops.
Yeah, maybe it was an old clip I saw.
And you know, Tampon Tim said,
Remember
I
he was
got a
out there
good
shooting,
shot.
you know, I'm a better shot than any of them. He's playing video games, controller's not on.
Tampon Tim. I see you at
He
the
said
range,
she can run
boy.
a mean pick six. What, nigga?
Dude was playing Madden versus AOC, man.
I don't like AOC. Did you see where somebody from the Green Party, the Jill Stein Party, was like, we shouldn't let men in women's sports because it invades women's spaces? And she said this party is predatory. People deserve better. That's absurd.
I'm going to play it for you because I don't understand why things like this is happening. Let's play top one.
I know what they're talking about.
I'm a human being, right? I come in, and here's the problem. I said, oh man, it's too low. I said,
That
it's too low. I had to go.
was crazy, Trump. Pause.
That's just, it's obscene. I mean, it is. But he's running for president, right? Is he doing this stuff because he doesn't care? Is he doing it because I think nobody cares?
Could it not what I think. The polls say, let's be clear.
Could it be that he actually doesn't want to be president? Wouldn't it be interesting if it turns out he's doing everything he can not to be president?
That would be interesting.
Still winds up
I can't wait till
winning
this nigga
because
cry.
you can't tell me that belading a microphone.
What? This nigga glasses like that.
Harry Potter looking at
bro. I've never seen any man wear no little ass glasses like that, bro.
He's probably Griffin for real.
Somebody drew them glasses on him.
He might be Griffin for real. But like, why would you? Hey, I know how to get him. Let me put these little ass glasses on. I've never seen anybody with actual Harry Potter glasses.
Not me either.
Wow, bro.
I think nobody cares.
Hey, I like what he said.
It's obscene. I mean, it is. But he's running for president, right? So is he doing this stuff because he doesn't care? Is he doing it because, as Sherman seems to think, nobody cares?
Could it
Well,
be?
not what I think. The polls say like
Could it be that he actually doesn't want to be president? Wouldn't it be interesting if it turns out he's doing everything he can not to be president?
That would be interesting.
He still winds up
Don't make me call the
winning?
vape.
Because you can't tell me that belading a microphone is in anybody's playbook for anything. Am I wrong?
Somebody's playbook, clearly, but should not be the playbook of a presidential candidate.
Or anyone else.
Or anyone else. And look, I mean,
Is that what he was doing? Are we sure about this?
If we had to have the question 2 days before the election whether or not the president was filleting a microphone, we might have lost the plot.
That's where you all. That's where all of you all
do that in real life.
Look, he's well known to be very, very picky about
What do you think
the
he was doing?
microphones and the
So what do you
audio,
think
and
he
he was
was doing?
obviously complaining that the thing was too short. And so
Why
I'm
was
just,
he putting his mouth on it?
I'm just saying, I don't know what he was doing.
That's a real answer.
I don't know.
I don't know what the hell he meant to
Do
get
you
out
think
of
that
that.
changes the fact that
Hell
his
no.
policies are better than the other candidates?
Why are they blowing that out of proportion? Is it really that deep though? Like
It
at the end
is
of the
that
day,
deep.
is it really that deep?
They got to talk about
Like
something.
is this little moment such a thing that we need to be talking about it on the mainstream media news?
Yes, bro.
Bro,
No.
Trump
That is
entertains
ridiculous.
Yeah.
also. Let's just keep it. He entertains.
Like the crowd loved it. They laughed. Why are we making? It's obscene. It's obscene that he didn't like the mic stand being so short. Oh my gosh.
Who
It's
wants to
so
just be all-
vulgar and shut up, dude. It's really the fact that they reach this hard and they use everything out of context to try and discredit this man at every step of the way. This is the dark message.
I feel like
this rally.
if a
It's so
candidate-
dark.
I didn't get how that was dark though. What
That's
about
what I'm
that
saying.
was
Like,
dark?
what's the big
What are they
deal?
saying is dark
Bro,
here?
that's the thing though. If a candidate was super serious and all just serious, I feel like they would think that's more Hitler than a guy that's
Hell
comical and making jokes, going to
I don't
McDonald's,
think-
being a trans
Like, I've
man.
never seen a video of him
I
and
don't
Joseph.
Like, bro,
That's all he do.
Like, the Nazis are known for being super serious.
exactly. We're doing this, and that's what it is.
He get on it.
He's kidding around, bro. Like, who wants to be all uptight and? I mean, like, if he was uptight and serious, y'all would be saying one thing, and then
It doesn't matter what he does, bro.
Like, what can he do, guys?
Can you please a nigga?
Like,
I heard Ben Shapiro say on George Janko, he said, or no, it was actually on the Note Boys, he said, if Trump loses, it's not because the Kamala was a better candidate. It's because everyone is convinced that they hate Trump.
I don't even need a stage. I don't give a damn. Give me a good mic. And I went through 2 of these today. And it knocks the hell out of your throat. But so far I'm doing okay, right? Okay. Is that
Old
better?
folks don't know pause moments, bro.
And did you notice I came in today, I said, and you know, this is after 4 of these things. I mean, in all fairness, I mean, I'm a human being, right? I come in, and here's the problem. I said, oh man, it's too low. I said, it's too low.
he's tripping though.
I had to go.
That's what the big deal was about.
That's Nazi rhetoric.
Way too low.
They said he was making
Way
fun of.
too low.
They probably
So I
trying to
walk
say he
in,
was
I
making
said,
fun of
this
the
is
rainbow
worse.
gang.
Yeah,
Then I walk in like this, and did you notice? I was bending over like this. Hello. And then everybody says, is there something wrong with his back? What the hell is wrong with that guy? They're saying he's cognitively impaired and physically impaired. There's something wrong with them all because I have guys that are stupid back there. All right, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, right? What a shame. But we're going to come back. I'm going to give you a free performance back in that corner. You got a bad area back there.
That dude's funny, bro.
I don't understand.
So
what
they
the
made a
problem
big
is.
deal because he was complaining about a mic being too short, and they take anything that he didn't do, and everyone, if you put him on a lie detector test, they would know that's not what he did or meant. and they will still run with it to get votes.
He doesn't want to be president because the mic stands too short and he complains.
It was like whenever he said the analogy of the what's his name, Cheney, and the make him be the soldier, and they said, oh, he wants him killed. Come on, bro.
That's why you gotta have your people that don't know about this literally watch these videos, bro. You're like, look,
this is cap.
Kamala did what Kamala always does. She just put her head down and she went to work.
Wow.
That was crazy.
See,
that was crazy.
Old folks don't know when they making pause moments, bro.
That was crazy.
He didn't know. He really didn't mean it.
So Trump comments get on the news, but
No,
this
I'm saying
don't?
exactly though.
What do you mean by that?
I mean,
whoa. Trump said if Trump would have said that same thing,
but Trump did mean what he was doing.
Trump didn't mean it as
oh yeah. I mean, but he doesn't give a damn, bro. He knew they were gonna spin it, bro.
He did not. He really didn't.
Bro, at this point,
Trump
he
knew they was gonna spin that.
he
That
know
mic
he's
thing
gonna
just
get right
now.
point like
yes,
I would have never
they
expected
just
that.
spent everything.
yeah, they can spin anything. I'm scared of these people.
What I talk to young men about who might be taken by the, fun side of Donald Trump, such as it is, the dancing, the going to the wrestling matches, going on the podcasts, and trying to portray himself as someone who he really is. And I think Cardi B called this out and said it's just all a hustle. Mm-hmm. And so what I'm trying to implore young men in particular to do the research. He's not your friend. The policies that he's talking about will not help them in the economy. The policies that he's talking about have nothing to do with them. So they might think he's great, think he's cool, but I was at an event somewhere and I was talking to a mom of a 18-year-old who was nervous and worried that he and his friends were all kind of taken in by this part of Trump.
What is he talking about, bro?
She just said, please, just go online, watch him, watch the speeches, listen to what
shut up, Doug, bro. Let's think about this, bro.
Because you actually listen to his speeches, you're gonna be like, okay, he's not tripping.
I don't know, but I just feel like Doug's so irrelevant, man.
Why are we taking his political?
He's gonna be the first man.
I don't
know who Doug is.
I know. That's
Like, why do we care? Why do we
First
care?
gentleman.
Why do we care what he thinks? Your wife don't even got your last name.
Oh, that's her husband.
Yes, your wife don't even got your last name.
Oh, so you're not gonna vote for a black woman?
I'm not
gonna
feeling
so irrelevant.
And y'all gonna sit here and
She probably kept her last name.
and the people on the left are the same people
black
who
reason.
Did
demonize
Michelle keep
mixed
her last name?
relationships.
Oh, I did.
But she wasn't in political power. You see what I'm saying?
The Dr.
Is that
Umar's
weird
on
what
the
I'm saying?
left.
You see what I'm saying? I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
Hillary was in power. She didn't keep her last name.
Well, she was married at first. She wasn't in no type of politics. She was just a first lady, and then just hopped in.
Because I don't know what this is going to look like under Donald Trump.
We're going to have to take a break. I'm being told that Megyn Kelly just announced that she is going to be speaking at Donald Trump's last rally. Megyn Kelly of blood coming out of her wherever fame. That's interesting. An interesting turn of events coming.
Because I don't.
You see how they be playing, bro?
And they supposed to be fair.
I can't stand these people, bro.
I have a question. Are you also a lawyer?
Yeah. I am.
So you could conceivably be a great AG if this was. And I say this because your moral core is magnificent. Wow. And I know you probably don't want it, you don't want to think about it, but I just feel like I would feel a lot better with you leading the FBI, the CIA, the NBC, the everybody. That's just me. So I'm just saying, should it be floated? Please think about it.
Hell no.
Under the radar.
We have to get Vice President Harris elected.
Yes.
Really, like,
well, you know, I'm being.
You're putting it out there in the universe.
I'm putting it in the universe.
Manifest.
Because that's how we do things.
Look at them pants, Whoopi. Come on, man.
She comes from a family of warmongering, fear-mongering extremists.
She's the same woman who said that Kamala Harris is an extremist and she's bad, and now she's up here campaigning for. How much did they pay you? They probably broke off.
You didn't hear what she just
didn't even look enthusiastic.
AG.
They broke her off 20 mil of that $1 billion.
And said gonna give you an AG. She just snitched on herself.
You switch sides.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be the star.
Hell no. I already know I'm not feeling like what she got to say.
I'm actually going to be voting for Trump.
serious?
I was actually about a month ago or 6 weeks ago, and I wasn't sure. But I feel bad that this
What caused you to decide to vote?
I like
for
this
Trump?
guy.
You want to know? There's a guy that has a podcast that's on YouTube, and he's from Australia, and he was talking to this gentleman from Britain, and the two of them were talking. It just kind of came up on my feed. Every single thing that I'm concerned about, they were talking about, and I haven't really heard so much of it. Like what's going on, and who's the president? Who's making the decisions in America? Because it certainly can't be Biden. And they were also saying that they're glad that Bibi isn't listening to Biden because they wouldn't be having as much success getting the bad guys as if they were listening to him. And that they just, it was just very, very interesting because they were looking at the American public and saying, why aren't you holding these Democrats? Are you concerned you don't have an acting president? Wow. And that is a huge concern for me, but everybody's so caught up in, I don't know, arguing with each other, I guess. But
remind us, have you voted for Trump previously?
I was honestly a never Trumper. Wow. I never ever thought I was going to do it. Like that's not the only reason. I was with no labels, and the Democratic operatives and a lot of Democratic, previous senators and congressmen did a lot to prevent anybody from accepting the nomination. And I worked for Senator Jeffords, which, but I haven't seen that really ugly side of politics before. I'm sure the Republicans must do it too, but I was caught up in all this Democratic finesse, and the stuff that they're also doing, that the Democrats are doing with, hiding this for like 2 years, 3 years, and nobody seems to have ever seen, I find that irrepressible. I mean, I know Trump is, just can't control his emotions, but what the Democrats are doing across the board, I mean, there must be some group of Democrats who I'm not going to name right now who are in the room. I don't know if they're smoking cigars or what they're doing, but they're making these decisions that, we're not going to have Biden primaried, and then we're going to do this to prevent anybody from primary.
All right, yeah. That sounds like, about pretty much what we say.
That does.
I appreciate that never Trumper. She took the red pill. She woke up.
I mean, she stopped listening to the media and started looking at the facts, and that's what more people need to do. They just listen to what the media tells them and lets the media program them on how to process and feel about information.
Yes, here with a handful of hours to go. I mean, she doesn't have to attack Donald Trump, I guess, because she's done it every single day of the campaign since she got into it. It's been a relentlessly negative and relentlessly dishonest campaign. And here at the end, they want credit for trying to be positive and unifying after a week of Republicans are Nazis, Republicans are garbage, Republican women are weak and stupid. So I get it. I understand why they would want to tout this one time that she didn't relentlessly go negative and dishonest against Donald Trump. But to me, the bulk of the campaign is obvious. They are betting all their chips on there's just enough people in the country who hate or are willing to fear Donald Trump to win. That's about all they've got.
So wait,
and I think Kamala Harris has been frightfully vague about what she wants to do.
Who's been more negative, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Harris. Without question.
Oh, come on. Literally every day.
And I personally,
fascist.
Come on. And I think Kamala Harris has been frightfully vague
so do you
about
think
what she wants to do.
Who's been more negative, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Harris, without question.
Oh, come on. Literally every day.
And I personally think it would be dishonest not to acknowledge that the bulk of the attacks that Kamala Harris lodges against Donald Trump range from basically dishonest to absolutely, I can't believe they're getting away with this dishonest on policy, on all sorts of things. And I feel like this goes unacknowledged because of how Trump operates. And I fully admit that he says things that get our attention and that sound outrageous
and incredibly negative.
But we don't hold her to the same level of accountability. And the bulk of their campaign against Trump has been, she sits on a throne of dishonesty when it comes to his agenda. He did not write Project 2025. He did not put it in a book. He does not hand it out. And that is the bulk of their campaign, and it's ridiculous. What I decided to do in this election was focus on the future. Who do I think would take the country and the government in the basic direction in which I want to go? But most of the time, a government that he would build would probably do most of what I want. And I think none of the time that's true for Harris. She's given Republicans like me, who don't really come from the MAGA wing of the party, absolutely nothing. And just to put a point on what I said earlier, the headline that I woke up to this morning in Axios was the no comment candidate. Harris' strategy clouds how she'd govern. She doesn't want voters to know whether she would stick to her old liberal views or govern with new centrist thinking. I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative. How can I entrust my vote with someone who won't even tell me whether they have a conservative view?
That is so dishonest.
So now the headlines are dishonest.
You know what's kind of bad?
When it's convenient.
If Scott said that, if that was somebody else on the Trump campaign, they would have said this is white supremacy talking points.
Scott keeps the lights on at CNN. He's the only one that keeps it 100. He's the only one that spits facts and speaks from the other side. And he's the only one that doesn't spread an agenda. That is why he keeps the lights on. That is why if they fire him, they are done.
Yeah, they tripping if they get rid of Scott. It's just crazy. He's just thinking logical. I feel like as a logical thinking person, no color, no nothing.
Like all they do is kiss Kamala ass. Every single person on there, every single person they bring on kisses their ass. Every single person. And once he gets on there and spits facts, they gang up on him. And it's always a 3v1, 2v1, 4v1. Scott.
He said black job, Scott. He said black job, Scott. They said Puerto Rico, Scott. Really?
Scott need to come over here, man, with us.
They have called this man the most evil man to possibly ever walk this planet, y'all. Come on, man. That shit's insane.
Thank you. Let's vote. Let's get out the 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 vote.
She ain't
Let's
winning
win.
PA. She ain't winning PA. That's your strategy? Oh, you ain't winning PA.
Let's get to work. 24 hours to go.
Oh, man.
Look at that weak ass banner behind her.
That is
You spent your billions of dollars on endorsements. You couldn't buy a banner. You had some high school kids paint you some shit.